Okay, hi everyone. How are you doing? I bet you're doing fine. We're right now in a pandemic, so a lot of people are staying at home, and I'm staying at home too, but I'm also teaching at school. So life goes on, and I hope you're doing fine over there. Okay, so I would like to call this episode as Prologue, a starting before everything starts. And if you do not know me, welcome to my channel. This is Daryl Albright's channel, my channel, but this is a podcast. I would like to call it Defy Podcast or Defy Pod for short. Why Defy Pod? I'll let you know later in this podcast. So if you do not know, hello everyone. My name is Daryl Albright and I'm currently teaching in Betong Vocational College. If you do not know where Betong is like in the middle of Sarawak, 5 hours away from Kuching Airport, and around 3 hours away from Cebu Airport. And if you want to go to Betong, there are several ways. First is through Pan Borneo, or second way is through the waterways. You can go through ferry, through Pusa, and you come to Betong. Okay. Nothing special. I'm only teaching English for specific purposes in Betong Vocational College. So English for specific purposes in Betong Vocational College comprises of what's the subject? English for business, English for communication, and also MUET, Malaysian University Entrance Test. That one. Okay. So I'd like to introduce to you Defy Podcast. Like, why Defy? Why not Daryl Albright Podcast or Albright Podcast or Bright Podcast? I put it Defy Podcast, of course D, because Daryl Albright. People call me D, like hello D, Defy D, and also I chose Defy Defy because I like to go against the norm, like normal things, like maybe normal things for men, to like soccer, to like to go to gym, to like, I know, a lot of things that people think masculine, but I like to defy that. I mean, I go to gym too. I have my own gym in my house, but I also like to do gardening, I like to do cooking, I like to do a lot of things, and I feel like we shouldn't limit everyone in a box or in a meter. Let everyone explore their talent, let everyone explore what they should be doing or what they could be doing in their life, because this is life, we only live it once, so explore, because the whole wide world is big for everyone. And this is why I start Defy Podcast, because I feel like I have a lot of things to talk about, and also I feel like I have a lot of things to talk about with my friends, because I have a big group of friends that can talk about a lot of things, from politics, through education, and maybe talk about random things in life, like K-pop. I love K-pop. I listen to Jessie right now. And I listen to Hyuna doing comeback, and the new artist, let me see, I like Blackpink, but I'm not really a Blink, I'm more to Sonushide, Girls' Generation, if you know what I mean, Sonushide, I bet you don't understand, because it's not your time, but SNSD is still the queen. Alright, so in this prologue, I would also like to introduce my life as chapters. Like, I bet in your life too, you have a lot of chapters, the ups and the downs, and the plateau. Mine too, I have lots of that. I would like to consider my life in Betong Vocational College as one of my highs, because I went to Oopsie and studied for 4 freaking years to be a teacher, and I am a teacher right now, and thank God for that. And I have such lovely students. I left Pula. I live in this place that you're currently seeing right now. I'm living in the Quartus Guru. I have friends, I have my car. I have a lot of things to be thankful in this pandemic, because to a lot of people, this is actually a luxury for them. Yeah, achievements too. I like to think that I did a lot when I was in university. I actually chaired. I've I actually chaired an NGO. If you do not know, I was the president for Small Changes Malaysia, NGO which help the underprivileged. And also maybe that time when I was heading it, we are looking at education inequality. We're looking at education for everyone. And hey, look where I am right now. I'm in Betul. Yeah. And also in life, there's not always the happy days, the sunny days. There will always be the day where you feel dreaded, you feel like you're very down, you feel like you do not want to wake up from your bed. I understand that. I feel that too, because I went through that, the downturn, a very public meltdown. And I'm very transparent about it, because I actually went to the doctor to get myself checked, and thank God for that. And I have very, very understanding friends, loved ones, and also my parents. They are really, really, really my backbone, like literally my backbone. Yeah. And remember, everyone, in your life chapter, the down part, feel free or do not shy to actually look for help, because that is what you should do, because there's only so much thing that you can bottle up in yourself, and one day you actually have to channel it to something else, be it your friend to listen, your loved one to listen, or your family to listen, or maybe you can even go for a vacation like I did, or do the things that you like, because that can elevate the stress. Because living in 2020 and 2021, it's very, very, very weird, difficult, stressful, depressing, but the power is in your hands, whether you want to make it good or make it bad, because not all things is in your locus of control. But I always believe your emotion is in your locus of control. That means you boleh kawal your emosi, macam tu. Yeah. Ongoing struggles in my chapter, I would say that every day is a struggle for me to wake up, to go to school. I bet my students too. So cikgu faham sangat kenapa tak boleh bangun, cikgu pun sama. I look forward for the weekend, but I would say my ongoing struggle is being far away from my parents, being far away from my loved ones, being far away from my familiar faces, because I love it here, but I love it more seeing the faces that I grew up with. Yeah, you know, being in this pandemic, you see a lot of people one by one going away from us, and it's my greatest fear that I could not see my parents, could not see my brothers before the time comes. But I hope and I pray that I can see them soon after the vaccination happens, after getting that digital passport from my Sejahtera. And I hope your family too. I hope that we will be reunited with our family, be it slow, be it fast. I hope that we can do it safely and the world will return back to normal. I always believe that the world will return back to normal one day, God willing. Yeah. And before I end my podcast right now, this is a very short episode because I would like to just introduce what is Defy podcast. Basically, like I said, we defy everything that's normal. We beat the odds. That's what my tagline is. Beat the odds. Beat it. Yeah. And I would like to end my podcast with just a tiny message that I came across randomly in Google, which is a reminder that we are all human. Kindness is the best form of humanity. Be the reason why someone smiles today. And that's it. I'll return back with another podcast soon. Yeah, and I hope that I can actually release my podcast in Spotify if I have the money. But right now, YouTube it is. So thank you, everyone. Have a good day. And remember, be positive. Be the reason someone smiles today. Toodles. Bye.